To no surprise, Fresh and Fit has once again embarrassed themselves. And also, shout out to whoever's running their YouTube accounts. Either it's Myron or, Walter? Is Walter his name? They left a nice heartfelt comment on one of my videos a while back, so shout out to you guys. But in case you're wondering in these clips why Myron's voice is hoarse, he hopped on this podcast the day after he was screaming slurs all night on Sneeko's live stream, calling Abin Preach every fucking name in the book.
Preach is crying right now, swinging from a monkey branch, eating a banana, playing some Donkey Kong on an N64 because he's a stupid prick. He's a window-licking stupid nigga.
What?
You know, you hate to see some black on black crime. I want to see all my brothers succeed. You know, this is bigger than black and white.
Real quick, how are Fresh and Fit delusional, if you would?
Also, men are way more logical than women, so if anyone's delusional, it's gonna lean more to the women.
True. That's why people are
they got all the
answers.
like,
wait, you said that's not true?
No, because there's so many men out there beating the shit out of each other. Because they can't even talk about their feelings.
That's just called testosterone.
You don't think so?
Striving to prove a point.
As you're gonna see, this dumb fuck with glitter or sparkles on her forehead for some reason drops the worst pick-me and just pathetic takes I've ever seen in a while. First she says, generally speaking, men are more logical than women, which I don't know how to prove. I haven't seen the studies, but you know, at the end of the day, I'll hand you that one. But then the other girl goes on to make the point that, so then why do you see a whole bunch of men irrationally fighting each other for realistically small reasons on the side of the street and like squaring up, taking it outside for just like dumb fuck reasons? And she justifies that by saying, no, that's not illogical, that's just testosterone, and that's proving a point.
That's not true. That's just called testosterone.
You don't think so?
Striving to prove a point.
Dude, at the end of the day, I've had this take for fucking time now. If you're ever raising something, if you like get insulted at a bar, if you get insulted at like anywhere, and you decided, hey dude, let's take it outside. You know what? You're talking too much shit about me. You're talking too much shit about my outfits. Let's take this outside and fight it out like the warriors we men are. That's the most cringe shit I've seen in my life, dude. I don't care if this is a big bullet I have to bite in this video. I don't care if I sound soy or cringe as fuck, dude. In the vast majority of situations, if you ever escalate a verbal confrontation, if you escalate that to a physical one, you look retarded, and you're just not you're not smart. Because what can happen? Let's say you're at a bar and someone insults you, or even let's take it to the most extreme case, someone insults your mom, and then they say, you know, your mom's a fat whore or whatever, she should have like had an abortion for you, you're a loser, or whatever. If you ever take that and be like, you know what, I've had enough of your insults, buddy, we need to fight right now, I'm gonna punch you in the face, you always look like the dumbass, because what's then happening? You're getting charged for assault, you're going to jail, and now you're a liability and can't protect the people around you. When realistically, get your fucking priorities in check. What's most important? If you have a family, you have kids to take care of, you have a wife to take care of, you have a mother to take care of, or your parents or whatever, depending on what stage that you're at in your life. And if you're out here starting random ass fights, getting arrested or getting charged for realistically stupid reasons like getting insulted or someone insults something about you, you look like a dumbass, and that's not maturity. You're just irresponsible. This isn't a fucking superhero movie. You're not gonna be Batman and defend off all the bad guys for tarnishing your name or insulting you. That's not life.
It's like,
let's not get into the stats on who's abusing
men
you in
that's like
relationships.
fighting each other out there because they get really pissed or text.
Say that, is that because you're married to a woman?
I'm not married to a woman.
Dude, I don't know about you guys, but hearing like the soy claps in the audience is actually the most infuriating shit in the world. Like after this girl makes a personal dig in the middle of an actual argument that you're going point by point with, she makes a personal dig saying, oh, are you married to a woman then? And then hearing the audience be like, oh shit, that's the most soy and cringe shit I've seen in my fucking life, dude. That's infuriating. It's like when you're at a movie and there's like a horrible fucking joke and you hear the whole audience cackling, laughing their ass off when you just heard the most 4 out of 10 mid joke in your life. That makes you hate the joke even 10 times more because you have a whole bunch of dipshits soy clapping, acting like it was way better than what it was.
If you're talking about violence, that's not a bad thing always. If you're talking about violence, that's not a bad thing always. It's actually a good thing. It's actually a good thing. I'd rather have a man that can beat the shit out of someone than a beta male who just sits there and hands me a credit card.
And that's why MLD couldn't defend himself. And that's why MLD couldn't.
Everyone who clapped and cheered in the audience at that, I wish the worst fate upon all of you. This bitch started off her argument saying, you know, violence actually isn't even a bad thing. That's not always a bad thing. I want a man who could like beat the shit out of me instead of some beta bitch, because my brain only operates on 2 extremes. There's no in between in my little fucking brain. No, the glitter is taking up all the fucking space. Like, I don't know why people have to just represent each opposing argument or each opposing side to just the most bastardized version of it, where you have someone beating the shit out of someone, which shows a complete lack of self-control, or just having some like beta bitch who's just like a small scrawny ass dude who's just like, please queen, take my credit card. Like, can we not just have like a normal guy? Why can't we have someone who can both control his emotions and not make irresponsible decisions like getting in pointless fights, and also not be a complete beta bitch simp at the same time? Like, I'm pretty sure those people fucking exist out there in the world. There's not just unhinged retards who fight at the drop of a feather and just beta bitches.
Give your opinion on Fresh and Fit, and we'll get back to the show.
Okay, so opportunistic, debatable, educational.
Okay.
Opportunistic in which way?
I just mean that you guys give us opportunity to come on here, express ourselves, and to also learn about your perspective as well as learning ours.
So that would make you opportunistic, not us.
How does that make me opportunistic?
Because you literally said, because we give you the opportunity.
But we get what we're trying to say. But yeah.
This clip really shows how sensitive Myron is. She was literally sucking your dick and giving a compliment to you, but you took the compliment autistically wrong and be like, no, we're not opportunistic, you're actually opportunistic. Fuck you, motherfucker, for saying anything even remotely could be perceived as slightly negative about me. Do you see how ass mad and sensitive this guy gets at the drop of a dime? These are the alpha male Sigma Chads. Definitely not complete pussies.
Or some advice is good. Some advice, like getting your shit together, like getting a job, working hard, working out, those things are great, but when it comes to relationship advice, I don't agree.
Okay, what do you disagree with specifically?
I don't think that trying to build up men by very, very shallow things, like getting money, or having that car, or having this sort of image.
But you just said a second ago that building yourself up is good.
Yeah, it is, for yourself, but not for just attracting other people out there. Because in that case, let's say that you lose all those things, there's just no way that your partner in that case is going to stay with you. She should be with you for you and your interest. And
Melina,
I mean, this is just true. You see a lot of these red pill spaces and like alpha male manosphere, whatever the fuck side of the internet. You see them building up a lot of men saying like, dude, you got to get this fucking car, you got to get this mansion, you got to get your money up, or else no one's going to love you. You're going to be a fucking loser bitch, and you're going to kill yourself. Like broadly speaking, like the message is just work hard, which that's a good message. But what you see a lot is that people will work their ass off for the car, the mansion, the house, anything, but once they get to that status, once they get a lot of money, they focus so hard on working and getting these accomplishments, getting the car, that they didn't focus on their relationship and putting in the time to build strong, meaningful friendships, family relationships, all of the above. Until they get to 30, they have all the money in the world, but if they look around them, they got no one but themselves, which is a tragic, hollow life that I don't think anyone should aspire to. So I think the better advice to life shouldn't just be like, get rich, because obviously the majority of people are never going to be rich, statistically speaking. That's impossible. So better advice, broadly speaking, to give to more people is, hey, you know, broadly speaking in life, find what makes you happy, whether that's the feeling of getting fulfilled from working hard or building strong relationships or friendships with either a woman, get some buddies, get a good family life, and you should find happiness and fulfillment out of things that aren't just a Lamborghini, a big mansion, and money. It should be other things that you find joy and fulfillment out of life with.
Melina, if you're married to Destiny, shout out to Destiny. If Destiny was broke and 300 pounds, would you be in love with him and marry him?
I would be in love with him, yes.
Bullshit.
I mean, you could say that, but I mean, I'm being honest. No, I'm fully honest with you.
If you met Destiny and he was 300 pounds and he had 0 subscribers on YouTube and he's like, I'm going to be a gamer, you would have not given him a second chance.
Of course I would. Because there are.
So now they're going into this girl's personal life when she's married to like a big YouTuber called Destiny, who has a lot of subscribers and whatnot. But the way they're phrasing this question is so disingenuous. It's like, would you still be with your man if he was a fat fucking loser, had no motivation and no hobbies whatsoever? Well, of course not. Because part of those reasons, and part of the reason that she got with him, was because of the whole mindset and attitude he has towards life. Where because he's a motivated guy with multiple hobbies and works hard, of course that's gonna filter down to other aspects in life to make him a more enjoyable person to be around. Asking the question, would you still love him if he was just a fucking loser, is so disingenuous, because you're stripping away key traits of his personality that wouldn't even make him the same person anymore. Like if he was a 300-pound loser who just like played games all day, obviously that would be a completely different person who lacked motivation and lacked hobbies, which would filter out into multiple aspects in life to make them not a person who's fun to be around.
I'm not attracted to people that have cars and money. That's not what I'm attracted to.
Okay, I understand where you're coming from, you're saying like the cars and the money, whatever. cool. That might not be as attractive to you, but it's important, right, for the guy to have it. I've
to
always
have stability and like your
yeah,
confidence
because
within you. Yes, I do agree with those.
The thing that women never want to admit, yes, you can sit here and say I like him for him, but the thing is this: women typically just end at 10, but they don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The man has to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because he's not going to get to 10 and even be seen unless he has certain prerequisites. Only women are loved under the condition that they provide no value. Men must provide value.
So this is just wrong. To get really deep into the red pill talking points, the way that we value both men and women, broadly speaking socially, is that men value women a lot more for appearances as opposed to women more value men's characteristics and traits. But he's saying women are loved under the condition of providing no value, when that's not true though. It's men who put the value onto women, which is them being attractive, them being physically appealing. That is the value for women. Yes, it's different from men, and men have a different source of value socially, generally speaking, in dating. But it's not women's responsibility or fault that men made the decision of what they're going to be valued for. For the same reason, women made the decision on how men are valued through traits, characteristics, and accomplishments. Men made the same decision on women just valuing their appearance. At the end of the day, it's just like every other market. The customer and consumer decides the value on a product. But yeah, this whole podcast is a gold mine of clips of Fresh and Fit just looking stupid. So let me know if I should do another one covering the rest of the clips. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow. This video is already long enough, and peace.